Hi, I'm Leanne Ely. I'm a nutritionist, a New York Times best-selling author, and some people even say I'm a life coach. I started the Daily Dish Show to share my story, my truth, and my journey to vibrancy, and to inspire others to do the same. Because it's all about grit, perseverance, and finding a way despite the odds. It's about embracing the whole woman, not just the parts that are easy to love, and feeding her heart, mind, body, and soul. But I found that this isn't just my story, it's your story too. It's go time. This is the Daily Dish. It is the Daily Dish, and you're here, and that makes me so very happy. Surprise! Today's show is recorded. And Monday's shows are going to be recorded for a while. I volunteered for something that I thought started at 2 and it starts at 1 every Monday through winter. So why not just record the show? You're okay with that, right? Thanks for being with me. And thank you so much for showing up. It's always sweet to see all of your comments. And I know I'm not going to see them today, but I'll look at them, I'll read them, and I will see you live tomorrow. So let's get started with today's show. But before we do, of course, you know I'm going to say, go grab your Take Back Your Life journal, because honestly, that Take Back Your Life journal is everything. It's going to give you all the things you need to get this year finished off in a way that makes you proud. There's nothing wrong with being a little proud of yourself, by the way. So there's that. Ooh, bra straps. Never a good idea. Secondarily, guess what we brought back? You're gonna get excited? You ready? We've got our supplement of the week, and in ways that I have to say, one of my most favorite, one of my most taken, one of my most religiously taken, I should say, supplements is Crave Crusher. And the reason why is Crave Crusher works. Listen, L-glutamine for the fast relief, put that in your mouth. Take 4 of these every morning with your smoothie and watch how you stop rattling around in those cupboards. This is the bomb.com. So check it out, savingdinner.com / I don't even know. What is it, Jenny? She knows. But it's going to be SOTW, I think. But I could be wrong. But anyway, Jenny knows. She'll have it in the show. Golly. Okay, savingdinner.com / show. Of course. How could I forget that? Jenny knows, though. Anyway, Jenny knows all the things. If you ever have a question, don't ask me, ask Jenny. She knows. All right, so today's subject matter is something that's near and dear to my heart. And I know it's near and dear to your heart. Although most women of a certain age don't go around saying this very often. But I want this to be a part of our vocabulary. You know why? Because it's such a great word. And that is fierce. Fierce. I believe with all of my heart that wise women are fierce. And here's why. Fierce women don't screw around. They get down to business. They know what they want. They go after what they want. And that is the end of the story. Now, the definition in the dictionary gives you some interesting perspectives, okay? Which means that the dictionary has also, let's say, revitalized some of their definitions. The number one definition, of course, is having or displaying an intense or ferocious aggressiveness. That's not what we're talking about. Definition number 2 is powerful. We're talking about that. Or destructive. We're not talking about that. And then the last one is, and this is the one you need to write down and underline, showing heartfelt and powerful intensity. Did you feel that inside? I did, just saying it. And by the way, if you want today's show notes, you can get it in tomorrow's newsletter. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com, and we have a little annoying pop-up. I know it's annoying, but they work. And that's how you get on our newsletter list every single day. And don't worry, we don't bombard you with a bunch of stuff, just the stuff that you ask for and that you want. Okay, deal? So showing heartfelt and powerful intensity. That's the kind of vibrancy that I want. What about you? I'm going to bet for all the tea in China you want that too. Because this is a wise woman on a mission. She wants to show her heartfelt and powerful intensity in every single aspect of her life because she knows who she is and whose she is, by the way. Here's a great quote. This was from Gina Carey. She is an independent filmmaker and a gospel singer. Isn't that such a great combo? Here's what she said. A strong woman looks a challenge dead in the eye and winks. And gives it a wink. Sorry, I just blew it. Let me say it again. Make it stronger. A strong woman looks a challenge dead in the eye and gives it a wink. It's kind of like that. Yeah, like I got you. You're mine. I'm going after it. Stand back. That's the whole thing. And what about feeling like that? I mean, most of us were raised in homes where women didn't do that kind of stuff. And we were told to, be quiet, stop crying, put a happy face on. You know the deal. But that isn't fierce. That's shrinking back. That is not stepping into the wholeness of who you are as a woman. So what else does she do then? She doesn't shrink back. She speaks up. She uses her voice. So one of the things, when I wrote this too, I wrote this in 2020. And one of the reasons that I did this was simply because of getting a wrong order, having a bad haircut, a couple of things that had happened. And instead of using my voice, I shrank back and then was ticked off later on in the car. Why do we do that? Instead of speaking up, you say, you know what? That is the wrong order. You know what? No, it's not fine. Or I don't like X, Y, and Z. I won't do that. Please don't ask me to do that. This is how we love and respect ourselves, by the way, is when we step into this kind of fierceness by using our voice and by owning our voice. Our voices, by the way, were given by the Creator himself. So when we understand that, it's not so that we can go out and be unpleasant and be horrible people. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about here is respecting ourselves enough that we use our voice in a way to show that this didn't go right and we want a correction or whatever else needs to be taken. I mean, we can use our voice in so many different ways. We can use our voice to bless, and we can use our voices to curse. I'm not asking you to do that, of course, but we can also use our voices to correct a situation that's just wrong. And as wise women, we know how to do that in a way that isn't going to tear anyone down or put anyone down, but instead bring the situation the deserved attention that it needs. Amen? So she also meets and greets her problems and considers them challenges and not woe as me efforts. In other words, she doesn't sit around and whine and complain about what's going on in her lot in life and the people in it and why everything is wrong. No, what she sees is like, you know what? There's a challenge ahead here. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to require a lot from me, but I'm up to it because I'm fierce. I am fierce. I've got 4 traits of a fierce woman for you. 4. And these are important. I think you should write them down and use I am statements with all of them. And you know what? I'm even actually going to come up with one and give it to you. Okay. Well, the first one is she is confident. Confident, it's having that firm trust, that certainty about yourself and about the way you handle yourself. You get things done, you do the right thing. Not 100% of the time, nobody does that. No one's perfect, but you do things excellently. So pretty much you're hitting it on the nail most of the time. You're courageous, you're powerful. You've chosen powerful and not pitiful, right? You've chosen that. And that means that you've got confidence. I am a confident, fierce woman would be an excellent thing to write in your journal today. Number 2 is you're passionate. Passion is something that warms your heart. It makes things churn inside. It makes you say, yes, that's it. This is the strength of your belief in your emotions because passion includes emotions. It's believing, it's the strength of your belief is what creates this passion. It's also the focus and the embrace of the possibility. Ask yourself these questions. What if, or can you imagine? I'm doing one thing right now. I have a strong visualization that I'm working on every single day when I go to bed at night and when I get up in the morning. And I know it's going to come to pass. And no, I'm not going to share it right now because it's personal and what have you. But this is how things get done. And this is how fierce women operate, because we know that the passion inside of us is there for a reason. And the passion inside of us was put there on purpose and for purpose. Never forget that. Number 4 is feminine. And guess what? You might be saying, well, I'm just a little more tomboyish, and I am in some ways, than others. So what is feminine? Well, guess what? You get to define what feminine is. It is all it is embracing your femaleness, and enjoying womanhood, enjoying it. Instead of cursing our lives, oh, it's so hard being a woman and all the responsibility and forget about that. How about if we say, I'm going to enjoy being a woman. I'm going to revel in it, as a matter of fact. When we revel in our womanhood, we stand apart from women who absolutely do not love being women. And how sad is that? Because honestly, that's what we've been given. So why not take that gift and run with it? That's what I say. And number 4 is they're emotionally intelligent. My goodness, we've talked about this, and I think kind of came into the conversation last week too. But emotionally intelligent is the ability and to imagine and to manage your own emotions in positive ways. We don't have the luxury of running around and just saying, oh, that triggered me, and this triggered me, and that triggered me, and this triggered me. You can decide, if you want to, that you've got this whole list of triggers and go through your whole life on living it half-ass. Because if that is your decision, then that's what you're going to get. Those are going to be the results. And you're going to find yourself in a place where, well, it's not my fault. They triggered me. If you want to live like that, you're not going to find yourself living fiercely. You're not going to find yourself as a wise woman. You're not going to find yourself emotionally intelligent at all. You're going to find yourself excusing yourself from all that life has to give you. Listen, we're all triggered by something, but we only have the ability to control our emotions ourselves. Nobody else can do that for you. Keep that in mind. So own your emotions and own them in positive ways. And then last thing with being emotionally intelligent is having the empathy and being empathetic to others, even when you don't understand, because that's what empathy is. You don't need to understand somebody else's point of view. You just have enough compassion and empathy in your heart that you're going to love them up anyway, even if you don't agree with them, even if you have a diametrically opposed view of how life should be. We still have the ability to love. And that's what empathy looks like when it is big and in full bloom. We're vibrant women when we choose to be vibrant. We are vibrant women when we choose to be fierce. And I'm just asking you right now, is this something you're ready to do? Are you ready to show heartfelt and powerful intensity in your life? I believe you are. And now's the time to start doing it. Get on that, will you? I know I am. So listen, Tuesday is Transformational Tip Tuesday. We've got a show for you. I can't wait. Do not forget about our supplement of the week. Buy 3, get 1 free. That is a humongous savings. Follow the link to savingdinner.com/show and start stocking up. This is how you keep your supplements going. And by the way, one of the best self-care tips that I can give you, take your supplements regularly and watch how your life changes. That is one of the keys to vibrancy. Peace be with you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow, Tuesday, Transformational Tip Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining me today. You can find me on TikTok for daily tips to help support your most vibrant life. And remember, you are the author of your own story. Until next time.